Hey guys, this is Mike from McProgramming.org, and today I'm going to show you how to do a while loop. What a while loop is a thing in Java where, this is in a lot of programming languages actually, is it will evaluate an expression, a Boolean expression, and if the expression happens to be true, inside the curly brackets after the while loop, it will execute that statement, and it will keep executing that statement until the while expression is false. So that may not make sense by me just talking. I gotta show you. So let's just say that int count equals 0. Right there we initialized a variable called count of type int, and we initialized it to 0. So we're going to say while, and we're going to put parentheses. This is where the expression will go that will be evaluated. And we're going to say while count is less than 10. And when you're writing this, try to always make sure that, well, I guess, never mind. You don't have to make sure it's true at first, because if it's not, then it'll just go on to the next part of the code. And in this situation, this is the only code, so it wouldn't really do anything. We are going to system.out.println. I'm going to make a concatenation with a string to kind of show us where we're at. We're going to say count is at, we're going to concatenate that with the variable count. And what this will do, will print out the current number count is. So this first loop would print out as 0. And there is a problem in here, and I will show you what happens if I run this code. Down here, it just keeps running. Count is at 0. That's what's called an infinite loop. Because count is going to stay at 0, and it's always going to be less than 10. So what you're going to want to do is have it approach that that value 10 that will terminate the while loop. In this case, we're going to want to increment it, and that's incrementation is count plus plus, and what that means is count and add 1. So what it's going to do is it's going to say count equals 0. So count is, so pretty much 0 is less than 10. That's true. So it's going to print it out. Count is at 0. And print that out, and then it's going to look down here. It's going to increment this to 1. 1 is less than 10. Print that out. 2 is less than 10. Print that out all the way until, I guess it would be 9. So let's see what happens now. So there you go. Count is at 0, and it goes all the way to 9. So that's what the while loop is. You can also have situations where you might want to decrement it. Let's say 0 while count is greater than 0. Just going to start out with 10. Right here we're going to decrement it with 2 minus signs. Let's see what happens here. So here it starts off at 10, and that is greater than 0, which is true. And it will execute these statements, and then that will take this down to 9, execute that all the way down to 1. So the next video I think I'm going to show you is the do while loop, and it is very similar to the while loop. So join me next time, and please subscribe to my channel, McProgramming, and go to my website, McProgramming.org. It's kind of in the works, not to where I want it, but in time it's going to be a pretty decent site, and I hope that it will help a lot of college kids or high schoolers or even middle schoolers learn at a fast rate and a good rate. You're not always going to get the best teacher in school that can help you. I know I didn't. So this is why I'm making these tutorials. So y'all have a great day, and mess around with this code, put different numbers in, put different situations in, and see what happens. Thank y'all, and have a great day.